Hello, 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 sweet friends. Are you ready to continue creating our tags and pockets? That is what we are going to do today. I went ahead and got everything together that I thought I was going to need so that you don't have to sit here and watch me think. So welcome to my home. It's Charlotte here, and let's get started. I went ahead and I distressed these. This I turned into a little kind of a pocket journal card. You've got lots of space up here. We did this together. We collaged all these together, and then I just, we did fold a lot of these, and so I took a divot out of here and thought, let's just get to it and get it so that we can move on to something else. So what I did is I just happened to find this. This was from an Artie Mae's design team project I did using her mushrooms kit. And I printed on some tracing paper and then just went ahead and put some glue at the top to make a flip up. And I wanted to use it, and although this is already a pocket, if you lift this flap, I thought this might make just a really cute tuck. By gluing these two sides, we would have a tuck there. So that's what we're going to do with this. We are going to use this that way. So maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know what the issue is. Let me make sure I've got the right side. So this right side here. Okay, well, this is not liking what I'm doing today. So should work now. There we go. Okay, art glitter glue, do your thing. Glue on the bottom, glue on the right side, and then we will place this where we want it. And we will create a little tuck here. Just give you a little extra bonus of being able to put something in there. And then I've got this die cut here. And I'm going to put it there just so that you've got a little something to look at. When I go to use this, I can always add a label or something else to it. Excuse me. If I think I need it. So we are getting the basics done. And it will go in the stash, but that's pretty cute, and I doubt it's ever going to need anything else, because once you get a tag in it, that's just going to be a cute card. Then on this side, I went and I fussy cutted this. I thought we'd put that there, just a little something else to look at. And I have it, and we are trying to get through a lot of our ephemera, although I have to say I have not really been using my scraps. I've got a lot of scraps, but I am getting through papers, and so that's good. When you open this up, you've got great journal space here if you want it. And then I have this piece of lace. I could leave this for journaling, but when you close this, I really didn't care for that. So I thought maybe we would just go ahead and put some lace on here. So I'm going to get the Fabrifix, and I am just going to put some on this up here. And just a little bit just across here. I'm not real sure where it's going to end up on the card. So Put it just like that. Kind of make it straight. This is Saturday, and I know you're not seeing this video until Tuesday, but it is. I'm trying to get a little bit ahead because I want to decorate the Christmas tree this week, and it just helps if I can get a couple videos ahead. So my family, my husband, and both my kids and all my grandkids, they are at the lake today with the boat and the Sea-Doos, so they're having a great time. And you wouldn't think, hey, it's November. You're at the lake? Yeah. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that so cute? That is just really cute. Be cuter when it's got a tag. The other side, that is so cute with the lace down here. And then, of course, you open it up and you've got a tag in there. So I'm calling this done. That makes me feel wonderful. And then we have another one, very similar. This is the front, and then we've got the flap. If you remember, we did this together, and I went ahead and I put this on and I distressed it. You didn't need to be here for that. You know what that's all about. And I think I am just going to put this other little Artie Mays mushroom. It's got some purple. I remember I was having trouble with my printer and my colors were all kind of weird. And so it came out a little bit strange, but I didn't want to throw it away because it still looks, that looks really pretty. We're upside down here, no big deal, but looking at it this way, I think that looks really cute. So the front, I did a little bit of die cutting, and I die cut this piece here, this kind of a honeycomb, and I think I am going to put this right here like that. It adds not a lot of color, it adds just a little bit of color, but it also adds some texture, and I like that. And on top of this, we are going to put a flower from Hobby Lobby. So I also like this because it doesn't cover up the pattern. You can still see what's going on in the design of the paper. So we have just a little bit of texture. You're going to notice it. And then I took this flower and I thought, let's just lay that on there like that. Isn't that just so pretty? It's just enough to give us a little something. And then when we come back and we want to use this, we can, I'm going to let that rose in the corner just kind of peek through. When we come back and we want to use this, we could put a stamp up here, we could put a label, we could put a butterfly. That would be really pretty, but because I don't know how I'm going to use it, I'm not doing anything with it. I'm going to take this lace here, and I am going to put it right there like that. I really think that that's all this needs. And so let's do it. Maybe. It's always a maybe, isn't it? I'm trying to think of where I got this lace. It is vintage. Somebody may have given this to me, or I may have purchased it like at the thrift store. I just don't remember, but I can see that I am going to have to put a little dab of glue. Wipe this off. A little dab of glue here. It just wants to keep coming out. And it is all over, so I'm going to have to hold this down. Put the cap on there, maybe that'll stop that. You hold this down until it grabs. So this is what we have, and isn't that just pretty? It's just really, really pretty. Here is the front, and there's plenty to look at, but there is room for more should you decide you want it when you pull this out and want to use it. The same here. We could do some lace here, but I think it would fight each other. Yeah, I think that anything I add up here might take away from that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens when we go to use this. So we've got that one. And then do you remember this? How pretty was this? I went ahead and I put some wax on the over the birds just so you'd have a little bit of a shine, because all I'm going to do to the front of this, I think, is add a tab and a butterfly. I really believe I don't want to take anything away from these birds, and so if I start putting a lot on this card, I'm afraid I'm going to lose that, and I don't want to. So for now, we are just going to decorate this, and I thought we'd put it here. I don't want to put it over here. I think it fights what's going on there, and so I think right there it's perfect. And I think this green, this is actually a Christmas scrap, but because it's green with the polka dots, it works beautifully. But this is Christmas music on this side. And then you see on this side we have the pocket. I did forget to turn it over. I got so excited to share the birds. So you've got a beautiful journal card here. You flip it over and you've got just the prettiest design up here that you can journal on. You can journal down here if you want, although we are going to add a little something. I think I'm going to put it on that side, but you've got journaling space on this pocket as well. And I just love that because this journal card is just gives you so much space. Because sometimes when you put a lot of ephemera in your journals, you start filling up your pages, and you don't have a whole lot of space. So you've got all this space here plus whatever is going to go in this pocket. You've got this space here, and on here I can't imagine that you would journal, but that doesn't mean you can't. I now have to make the decision. Should the butterfly go there or should it go there? I originally wanted it there. We could hang some charms or beads off of that. So I think I'm going to put this butterfly up at the top. And I thought about maybe putting cheesecloth on it, and I held some cheesecloth up, but I did not want to cover all this writing up. Sometimes less is more. So now we've got this, and I just think this is cute as can be. I could put the story begins right here. Should we do that? Do we want to do a little bit of stamping? I will take away, for the most part, the journal space if I do that, but it might be cute. And the story begins. Let's just try it and see. It's not going to hurt anything. So let's just stamp it. There we go. I like it. I'm glad we did. I think that looks great because it is all about telling a story, isn't it? So now there's another one done, and we really are going to work on the last one. This video is not going to be quite as long. What I did is I at first thought this would make a great journal card. That's what its purpose was going to be. And then I got to thinking, instead of a journal card, what if I created journal pockets? It could go on a journal page this way and be glued. When you turned the page, then you would have this other pocket. So that's what I decided to do. And so I took a divot out of both sides. So we're going to decorate this. So what this is going to give us on our page are two pockets, and I like that, and I like the fact that they don't match up in size. So I have this blue flower from the Tim Holtz Sizzix flowers, and I think I'm going to put it here like that. Maybe something with darker color would have been better, but we are going to add to this a little bit of lace, and I think a label, just to kind of bring it out a bit. It's on Medieval Mirage Papers, and this is one of my favorite. Well, I love everything that Jarf does, but I love this background paper because it goes with so much. This blue. So we've got this down, and you can see it. I put the wax on it and embossed the wax, and you can see that. Maybe, even though it has the wax on it, you can go over it with Distress ink. It blends in, but that's okay. And then I've got this label here that I thought we would put like that. And then I've got this here, and I really think that that looks good, and I think it's going to be beautiful on the page as a pocket. So it'll look good on a white background, and it'll look good on a tea-dyed or coffee-dyed paper. We've got a little Tracy Fox label here. Brings out the blue, and then because I wanted to leave that so white, I decided that I would use this eyelet lace and leave it white. We could take our Distress ink and we could kind of muddy it up, vintage it up, I should say, not muddy it up, but I decided, no, let's go ahead and leave it crispy white. I will trim this off. And then let's see how this is going to look when it's on a page. There we go. So just kind of pretend this is your book page, and you're going, I mean, I don't like it in that background. Do I have something else? Let's look at it on white. That's how it would look. So that's really pretty. That's going to be a beautiful pocket, and it would be, the tag would make a great bookmark size. And then this one here, this is what you would have. So we're going to do a little bit to this as well. We are going to add a butterfly up here. So I know that's going to go there. So let's put him down. Just gives the eye a reason to kind of look up. And don't forget, there'll be a tag in there. And then I grabbed these two laces. I've got kind of a pink, which you've got this pale pink here, and this one here. And I just thought, isn't that so pretty? And then I have this wooden button. And I want to sew the wooden button on, and then we will get that down. So hopefully I have some thread. I like this gold, shiny, sparkly. So we're just going to do a little bit of stitching here, and I think we'll put it right there. So I started looking at Pinterest, and what popped up? A whole bunch of snippet rolls. Do you remember we were talking about, I was saying I really wanted to make a Christmas snippet roll with Christmas buttons and laces and some rickrack. I just thought, can you imagine how beautiful that would be? You could have a couple gingerbread buttons and Christmas tree buttons, and I'm going to be doing that for next year for sure, and we're going to do it during the summer. I know it's not going to feel like Christmas, and a bunch of you might say, I'm not watching this, it's too early, but you know, the thing is, it's like fashion. If you wait until the last minute, like even though it's November, I couldn't get a Christmas snippet roll made in time. I couldn't do it. So we've got to start earlier. So that is coming. I wanted to do one this year and we didn't. So yep, that is in my future, a Christmas snippet roll. And there was a lot of snippet rolls on my Pinterest feed, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're just teasing me. Not making it easy for me at all. But that's okay. That's how it is. All right. So I think now this is what this is going to look like. And isn't that just, it's dainty. It's really pretty. We've got some purple hues up there, purple hues in this button. So let's go ahead and get this down. And then I am going to wish each and every one of you a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. This, like I had mentioned, will go on Tuesday, so I know that you are probably planning your Thanksgiving. I know Canada's already had their Thanksgiving. It's earlier than ours. And if you're in Europe, you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday anyway. And I hear there's no cranberry sauce. We got 2 cans of cranberry sauce, thank goodness. But my daughter said you can't find it. It's nowhere. So it's probably sitting on a ship out in the middle of the ocean, waiting to get into a port with everything else. So I'm hoping that everyone that likes it can find it. And Hopefully I will have a movie or a video for tomorrow, and if I don't, I'm going to be thinking of each and every one of you. You've become like a family. You're so supportive, and I appreciate it more than you could ever know. So guys, we will, I think the index card this week will be fall, but next week's index card, I don't think, I think we'll be in December. I'm pretty sure the beginning of December. So we will be going into Christmas, and then, oh my goodness, a whole nother year. Can you believe it? But let's hold this up and see what this will look like. You've blessed me. Look at how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. You have blessed me with a beautiful year, and I want to thank each and every one of you. This is what we did today. We decorated that and that. And we decorated this one and this one. So I think, yeah, we did really well. We have probably, well, we have this card here. This is a going to be an index or a journal card. We've got a bunch of pockets. We've got quite a few left to do, but I don't know. We should be moving on to something else, because I think one more video of this and then that's going to be enough. 3 is enough for anybody, including me, but I do want to get them finished. And then I think I really want to get into that, making that Christmas journal, because that paper is just too gorgeous. So guys, take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful holiday, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.